Thank you. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wet Palette Podcast. I am your host, Brenda Popritzkin. Today we're speaking with a special guest, Amy Cao from Vicky Bakery Miami, a name that has become a sweet staple across the city. Amy, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Brenda. I'm so excited.
Yay. Before we dive into conversation with Amy, let's take a quick trip back in time. Vicky Bakery first opened its doors in 1972, correct?
Yes.
And right in the heart of Hialeah, it was started by Cuban immigrants Antonio and Gelacia Cao, who wanted to bring a little taste of home to Miami. What began as a small family-owned spot quickly became a local favorite. People came for the pastelitos, croquetas, and cafecitos, but they stayed because it felt and still feels like family. Over the years, that one bakery grew into a whole network of locations across Miami, each one carrying the same warmth and tradition as the original shop. Today, Vicky Bakery isn't just about pastries and coffee. It's about community, culture, and a slice of Miami, or should I say, Hialeah. History you can taste. And now the second and third generation of the Cao family is carrying that tradition forward, making sure the spirit of Vicky stays alive in every neighborhood it touches. With that background in mind, let's do it. I have to start by asking you about a photo I saw you post a couple of months ago on social media. For those who never saw it, it was, I think, a birthday party from when you were little. And at the birthday table, you had Vicky Bakery cajitas. Do you remember that?
I do. We grew up on Vicky's at home. Mm-hmm. I lived in Miami Springs, so the closest location was at Southeast 8th Street store, and my mom used to go all the time. I don't know if you remember, my mom worked at Pace in the cafeteria.
I don't know that.
Yes, and she used to pick up at the bakery every morning for Pace, like an order that they had.
Uh-huh.
So we...
Is that where Celita used to get her pastelitos?
Absolutely.
See, questions that are not on the script.
Well, Celita retired, and Mr. Soto still gets them from us in Miami Lakes.
Because that was the thing.
Yes.
She used to sell or give us.
They do it for Spanish Club now.
The Spanish. I was in Spanish Honors.
Yes, so was I.
Oh my God, so that was like the ththing. You used to go to Spanish Honors and get pastelitos. Oh my God. Okay.
They do it as a fundraiser, and they still do it to this day.
It was $1 back then. I wonder how much they're selling it for.
$2.
$2.
Inflation.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So she used to bring it.
She used to take it to school, yes, and take it for Celita to have. They had it in the cafeteria, and they had it for Spanish classes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was awesome.
So that picture is awesome. At what point did you show your husband that picture?
Oh.
Like right away, you're like, wait a minute.
We're like, I know this guy. I'm like, wait, you're the guy from Vicky Bakery, right? And I'm like, as soon as he came to the house, I think my mom was popping out albums. You know, that's like a tradition.
Yeah, of course. The Quince's album. Mm-hmm. Not only is that very cool, it was an unexpected look into your future.
Definitely.
And it holds much symbolism of the importance of that cajita from Vicky Bakery at every one of our birthday parties, like you said, and gatherings within the Cuban community growing up. Tell us about that part of the business model, community.
Community is so important to us. Everyone has built Vicky. It's not just us. My in-laws started this. The family helped to get it to where it is today. But it's all because of our customers, all because of the community. We like to be involved, stay involved with schools, with churches, all sorts of community events that bring people together. Because at the end of the day, all we want is for people to come to Vicky and to feel that warmth and to feel the tradition, those Cuban values, the things we grew up with.
Yeah, there's just like something about it, even just like reading the name or,
It's pretty awesome. We're still in awe this day, to this day where we see, people are talking about it, or there's an article, there's a mention on a social media post on, Hialeah Love does stuff on us all the time. Yeah. So when you hear it, you're like, wow. Like, it's not just something that we're pushing, it's organic. It's something that has grown because of all the efforts and because of, I think, the love that we shared with our community, and people are giving it all back, which is awesome.
That's very true. And you are a household name, but every brand starts somewhere. Can you take us back to those early days, everything you know? I talked a bit about it in the intro, but from your perspective, what's the origin story, and how did it also become such an important part of your life?
Well, in 1972, when my in-laws were able to purchase a small bakery, which is the one now in Southeast 8th Street in Hialeah, they purchased like a wholesaler. It was something that they would distribute pastries and food for box lunch trucks. So a lot of the a lot of the families that bought from him we're still friends with to this day. The Gandarillas family, a lot of people that were just connected through that. Obviously, those lunch trucks have to be packed and ready by like 5 a.m. to go to like construction sites and things like that. So they got in trouble and they closed him down because that was only a space that was for retail, not for wholesale. So he was closed for a little bit, obviously disappointed, worried, being new to this country and taking a step like that to be able to purchase that place. But like my husband always says, one door closes, another door opens. He was able to open a storefront. And from there, I think it started at like under 1,000 square feet, and now it's a monstrosity of a building. They've taken over the whole corner. Everything that was taken away from them was given back because that was just it became a landmark. Everyone headed to the beach, headed to you had to cut through that street. You couldn't make a left on Okeechobee and Lejeune, so everybody had to turn on Southeast 8th Street and pass right by the bakery. So that just made it a community staple, or just something that people had to pass by. And it exploded from there, thank God. The response was great.
Wow, love that. And then your role,
well, when Pedro and I started dating, I was teaching at Immaculate pre-K in the pre-K program, and I was working weekends with him. I would work in 49th Street, which was the second store that he opened in 1985. From there, I just couldn't anymore. It just got really busy, so I decided to stop teaching and to go into the bakery full time. So I was running that store, and then we opened the one in Miami Lakes together. So we still to this day run those two. And we also, a few years ago in 2021, opened a store in Hollywood with our daughter Vicky and her husband. So we run that store as well. Once the store in Miami Gardens opened, which was the next one after Miami Lakes in like 98, I believe, we decided there was such a demand for growth and for franchise, and people were so interested in having their own Vicky and being a part of the Vicky family that's when we got into the whole franchise thing, and which was...
We're definitely going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Two things on what you just said. Well, one, I had to tell you that my mom saw on the calendar that I had Tuesday, 10:30. I just put Vicky Bakery. And she goes, ¡ay! She goes, yo vi que en tu calendario dice Vicky Bakery. She's like, quiero que me traigas. And I'm like, no, mommy, I'm not going to a bakery. No. I'm interviewing. And then I said, my friend Amy, I told you about her a while back, from high school. She's like, ay, no me acuerdo. She goes, entonces no me vas a traer pastelitos.
Oh, my gosh. We have to get her a box.
She was very upset. How funny. She was very upset. But then, two, you mentioned your daughter, Vicky. Okay, let's clarify the name of the business, for those who don't know.
Right. A lot of people tell me all the time, I'm like, oh, is this named after you? Are you Vicky? Or is and then I'm like, no, it's our daughter. That's actually her name. But the company, the bakery was actually purchased with that name. It already existed. When my in-laws bought Southeast 8th Street, it was called Vicky. So they just stuck to the name. It already had, like I said, for those box lunch trucks, it already had like a customer base. So my father-in-law decided to keep it.
Yeah.
And funny enough, his middle name is Victor. So they're like, eso tiene que hacer algo. It has to be like a coincidence or a sign or something.
Oh,
so
gosh.
They kept it.
I love that. So how has your role evolved within the company since you started in the 90s? So you started out just helping, and then...
Yes, definitely running the stores. Worked in the front all the time. Weekends, weekdays. Little by little, we grew, built more management and things, so we're able to step out a little bit more from our stores on the day-to-day, on the existing stores, let's say, because we want to be a part of the newer ones now.
Right.
Like we've been in the Keys, our latest opening, for a while now. We go back and forth. We like to see our customers. We like to meet them. We like to make those connections because we think that's a big part. Not only our food and our quality and the years of serving people, but that tradition, that those values, the connections that we've made through the years with people, I think is the biggest part of us.
Yeah, you're not delegating it, which is cool, right? Like you're there, like
and everybody loves to see us, loves to just welcome us into the neighborhood. We've had not just people we know, but like even people that have just found out that Vicky is opening new in that area. They come in, they congratulate you. They're like, welcome, we needed you. It feels really good.
There's that location. Is that Ave Maria?
Yes, Ave Maria.
That's such a weird,
it was weird. We didn't know of it.
I just learned about that place existed.
You need to go visit.
Year.
It's a beautiful community.
It doesn't feel right. It's weird.
So pretty. It's a Catholic community, actually.
Right.
All the streets are named after something Catholic, like Annunciation Boulevard and all these different things. All the homes have like statues, saint statues, and they're all like Catholic driven, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's a university, there's a church, there's a high school,
and a high school in town. That's what it looks like.
But it's so cute. Everybody's in their golf carts. It's adorable.
Until they come up with Real Housewives. and the truth shall set you free. You heard it here first, people.
So funny. So funny.
But I saw that I was actually lost somewhere.
How funny.
Yeah, I got really lost coming back from Tampa one time, and I was zooming in to see where I was, and this
you should have driven in.
What is this?
It's
and
really
it said
cool.
Vicky Bakery, and I went, what is this?
It's really cool. It's done well. It's done really well.
That's so cute.
It gives a lot of opportunities there, especially since there's, not that there's not a lot of people, but it's limited.
Small.
The college kids work in the store
a lot. How big could that community be?
Oh, I don't even know. But it's small. I mean, it's small. It's nothing like Miami, nothing like South Florida.
No, of course.
But it's really cool. When they come out for like their weekend festivals and everybody's in their golf carts and all the families are there, it's a really nice place.
Definitely check it out.
Mm-hmm. It's worth it. It's cool.
With so many new neighborhoods now getting their own Vickies, how do you make sure each one feels like the same warm family bakery that started back in Hialeah, besides obviously like being there in person and putting the work?
Honestly, the way that we go about getting our franchisees, it's not like anybody else. It's not just about you have the money or the desire to do it. You have to be the right fit. The people go through several sessions or meetings with different people in our staff, in our admin, and the family only gets presented those that they think will fit.
Okay.
Because it's very important to us that these people carry on. We always tell them, you're part of our Vicky family now.
Yeah.
You need to represent the family. You're not just buying into a business. You're not just investing. You have to carry on our traditions and our values. So I think that's been like the most important part and what makes it more successful. And I think they realize it. At first, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, when they have to go through all these different layers of like meetings and informational sessions and kind of like back and forth Q&As with...
You're like, you have to come to a Cuban Noche Buena, and then we'll see if you're a good fit.
Right. But it's worked. We have a diverse group of people. All of them...
I was going to say, not everyone's Cuban.
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. We have people from everywhere. But it's pretty... I think the big difference, like I said, is that they belong. Like, we can tell that they're going to be a good fit, that they're going to represent the family, that they're going to represent the brand, the legacy behind this whole thing, because it is a legacy. It's a beautiful story, and we want all of them to tell it as well and to be a part of it.
Cool. A fun fact and some Hialeah history is that Amy and I went to, if you didn't already figure it out, and graduated from high school together. Woohoo!
Yes, we did.
Both involved in different spirit groups, cheer and dance. Amy was homecoming queen. Woo! And now here we are, our worlds colliding in the best of ways. And we have an upcoming high school reunion.
Yes, we do.
Too.
September, the last weekend in September, I think.
Maybe I should put this episode that weekend.
Yes, we get people out
cool. there. In a few weeks from this recording, so I don't know when it will. Right now it's later for later, but maybe. Let's see what I could do. Okay, so you've gone from a single standing bakery to a franchise model in just a few years, like you were saying. What was the tipping point where the family said, okay, time to scale, and how has that been going?
It's been going really well.
After you've recruited all the good people.
It's just, we realized the demand. People kept asking, people kept inquiring, how can I get a Vicky? Or we need a Vicky in Port St. Lucie.
I said when I lived in Plantation, I was like, why don't we have a Vicky Bakery?
And now you do.
I had to get right, but then I moved. Now I'm in Pembroke Pines. And then I saw, which we'll talk about Tony. I'm like, hey! Yeah. But at that time, I was like, I can't believe I'm in Plantation. I was in the Acres, and I have to go get pastelitos from Publix. Like, there was nothing. I know,
you
but
don't want to do that.
But I had no choice because you weren't there. And now you are, but I'm not there.
I know. But it's basically that, the demand. So many people wanted it, so many people needed it. Obviously, so many people that maybe grew up in South Florida, in Miami, and knew of Vicky, knew of us, and wanted that stuff, and they moved away. So little by little, we kept kind of moving with them, and
you're like, we're coming.
Yeah, we're on our way. People tell me all the time, what about a Vicky in Georgia? What about a Vicky in North Carolina? We're like, we'll get there.
You're like, it's coming.
I promise, it's coming. It's just little steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Because we want to make sure to do it right. That's the most important part. We don't want to go out there and just grow 100 stores and lose some, or not have. We want them to be impactful and to be like really good locations like what we have today.
You're doing it right.
Thank you.
Does each franchise owner have the freedom to add different menu items? I know I was surprised to see tequeños and like pan de bono and a few things that weren't Cuban at Vicky's Bakery, Vicky Bakery, Pembroke Pines.
Yeah, no, they don't. Honestly, we do ask them, if you have an idea, if you have something, bring it to the brand, bring it to the family. We do our research, we check it out, and yes, if it's a product that we think will do well, definitely, we put it, but we do it across the whole brand.
So everybody gets it.
Yes,
so it's not
definitely.
Just like you go to Pembroke Pines and you get it. Okay.
We started doing that about a little over 20 years ago, when we started growing into like neighborhoods just like Pembroke Pines, where there was other Latin or Hispanic, even other cultures that not demanded, but wanted.
They can appreciate that.
We kind of wanted them to feel they can come to Vicky and they can get a piece of home, like something that they're used to, that they're used to grow, that they grew up on. So that part is what made us like incorporate all these new items and all these new things that maybe aren't Cuban per se, but that would always make them feel. We want people to feel warm, to feel comfortable, to feel included. Yes.
What's the process? Let's say when like a tequeño, somebody said, okay, we need to add tequeño to the menu. What's the process? Like, how long did it take to like get the taste right, like test it out, like from from concept to inception to?
Depends on the price, but that, since we carry,
because you would want to do it right.
Obviously, it has to be the best tequeño. The best tequeño. We try to do that for all of our products, that it's the best one. Like we did that with our croqueta. We came up, I think 10 years ago, with the house Vicky Croqueta, and that went through like taste testings and different samples. We had people come on board and try them and compare them.
I'm always free to come taste croquetas. Okay.
You got it. There's a couple of new things coming, so we'll include you in that. We'll make sure to take a note of that for sure. But yeah, I mean, a turnaround like that, like for the tequeño, for example, which is guava, stuff that we have, it's basically the same dough. Like that's nothing too far out of our scope. So I would say 6 weeks, maybe.
Okay, so that's not too long.
Not long at all. We try to move quickly because you don't want to lose the opportunity or the momentum. If people are asking for something, you want to give it to them. So yeah, we try.
All right. That's not bad. Does Tony still own the one in Pembroke Pines?
Yes, he does.
Yes, and then Jenny, she owns the Miami Lakes one.
Miami Gardens.
Oh, Miami Gardens.
Miami Lakes is us, but then they were actually the first non-family, if you want to say, franchise.
But she's Pace family. Someone we also went to high school with.
Jenny is my best friend from childhood. I'm her.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I'm her son's godmother.
Okay.
And she's my son's godmother. So we go way back.
Oh my God.
We go way back.
My mom, by the way, went into a whole spiel about the Miami Lakes one. When I used to work, I used to go in. The lady used to know exactly how I wanted my sandwich.
I love. See, that's awesome.
She used to come after work, stop there, and the lady was like, "Oh, you want this, this, and this?" And my mom was like, "See." And then
that's awesome.
And I'm like, "Okay, mom, gotta go." And she's like, "Keep telling me, but I love that location." I'm like, "Okay, mom." Okay, great.
We try that, like you said, let everyone feel good.
That's hospitality too.
You need to. People need to feel good. If not,
she still remembers. Do you know how long it's been since she...
That's awesome.
It's been like 30 years since
we've had employees in our stores for so long. There's one specific lady, which is family to us, in 49th Street, Dallas. She's been featured several times on, for Hispanic Heritage, for I forgot what it was exactly it was a specific holiday, but she knows everyone that comes in and out of that store. She's been there for more than 30 years.
Right.
She knows them by name. She's seen their kids grow up.
Right.
She asks them for their parents. She asks them
Right.
for, she knows when it's someone's baptism, someone's birthday. Oh, and how's your dad? And oh, and how's your brother? I mean, she works but she doesn't. It's just natural to her.
Right.
Like it's not. There's no. I don't want to say it's like
forced.
It's something that's not forced. Exactly. It's natural. She loves it. She does it with passion. I mean, and that's what we strive that everyone does when they're a part of our team.
And for anyone listening who's not familiar with, I'm just going to say, I guess, Cuban hospitality, right? There's just something about walking into a Cuban-owned bakery and then you're greeted with like, mi amor, mi vida, mi niña, mi corazón, like all these like...
Many of them with
they
hugs.
don't know you.
Many of them with hugs and kisses.
Right, they don't know you, but they're like, my love.
Counter.
Right, like hugs. That's
because that's
just
our
normal.
tradition. That's us,
Right.
you know?
And anywhere you go, like, they don't know you.
We don't
like,
reach for that handshake. We reach for the...
We're like,
the hug. Yeah.
That is so funny. But yeah, it's a thing. So Vicky just opened in the Florida Keys. How exciting. And what made you choose Key Largo and then Hialeah Park Casino? Those are all like...
Those
are those
just
the newest?
Those are the two
Those are the
newest,
two
yes.
newest,
We
yeah.
have another one coming soon, but those are the two newest.
Okay.
Key Largo was an opportunity that came, and the demand. People here, there's so many people from Miami, from South Florida.
Of course, that own there.
That
Yeah.
own there. So it was just constant, you know, and then we hear that. That's how we evaluate and we, you know, pick these locations that we grow into. But this store itself has been incredible. So many families. We've had people that walk there, like just your
Right.
typical,
Okay.
not even people from South Florida, people that didn't know, but because it was coming soon, Vicky, they would read the story. They're like, they're like, oh, you're gonna bring our property value up. We really want you to do well, and I'm laughing. But I had a customer one of the first days. I didn't meet her on her way in, but I was sitting with our manager and talking, and she came back into the store, and she tells her, I need to tell you, you were right. And I was just kind of sitting there going, what is this all about? You know, get it. So she's like, you do have the best Cuban sandwich. And I wanted to thank you. Mind you, she went home, she walked home, she ate it, and she came back just to thank her. Thank her for the
and to lose
suggestion.
the calories.
Pa bajarla. Yes, that makes sense. But we actually met also, my husband and I were there a couple of weeks ago on a Saturday, and a couple that was there from Miami says, I know you guys. I know you from Hialeah. And then she specifically looks at him and says, you made our wedding cake 32 years ago.
Oh, those are the best.
And
stories.
she made it a point to call her daughter. She said, go to the wedding album, take a picture and send it to me. So she was showing everyone in the store the wedding cake that was made by him and delivered. And do you remember? And he's like, I remember the delivery.
Cakes I do.
But I do remember making the cakes. Yeah, because he did it all for many, many years.
Right.
So
yeah, those are the best stories. And then Hialeah Park Casino, obviously, like
Hialeah Park was a demand. We used to cater some of the food there for years, but then COVID came and it obviously it died out or whatever. Now with the remodel, they wanted a single, they had several restaurants inside, like an Italian, then a Cuban, and then they had like a cafe. Yeah. So, but now they wanted to make it one entity only or one restaurant only. So they reached out to us, and it's been spectacular. Walking in here, I was actually on the phone with the franchisee from that location, and he's like, I need cakes. Okay. Everybody here wants a cake. I have people asking. I'm like, we got you. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. Yes.
Cue social media.
They'll be there. Yes.
Ya pueden comer cake.
It's crazy. But you start limited, especially you're in a casino, you don't really, but now he's like, no, people want a 50-person cake for tomorrow. I'm like, all right, let's go.
That's so fun. And going back quickly to the Key Largo part, that's great because Key Largo tends to be cliquey. We own there for a little bit, and it's very cliquey.
Very cliquey.
And yeah, they'll come at you for any little thing. So it's great to of course, what's not to embrace,
right. But
that's great.
It's been really, really nice. The people have been very welcoming, very warm. We've had the Rotary Club there. We've had the Chamber come in already, and we're not even a week and a half in.
And ISIS owns
Italian food company. I can't wait. I'm gonna go in this weekend. I'm gonna go in this weekend.
Oh my gosh, I like the original better. The one by us. The one in upper
exactly.
Key Largo.
It's right by us. I think she's like mile marker 98 or 99.
Yeah.
We're 97 and a half, so it's right there.
I love that one. I think I love the little car.
It's super cute.
I love the inside outside. I like the feel of that one. It's the same, obviously food wise, but
there's some exciting stuff coming to that Key Largo location.
Okay.
That is the first Vicky concept with a full bar.
I saw that.
So we have some fun stuff coming early October. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really good.
There you go. Okay, so do different neighborhoods have clear favorite items? Like is Pembroke Pines, Guava and Cheese Central, and Plantation more into croquetas?
Honestly, brand wide, croquetas are the
Croquetas
winner.
are the thing. Ham.
And ham croquetas, everyone. It's crazy. But yeah, it's the highest seller across the brand. And then our pastries. The guava pastry is the next one. And then the guava and cheese and the meat are like tied for third in there.
You don't have the pizza one often.
We do now.
Because I remember going in one sometimes.
Some
I'm like,
of the
"They don't
stores,
have it
when
today."
it's not that busy, on the weekdays they won't do
Yeah.
it, but they'll do it on the weekends.
I love that one.
But it's been improved a little. There
Okay,
was
good.
a tweak in the recipe and all this stuff, and it's doing really well right now. That's my husband's favorite, actually.
Yeah.
That's why he works on that one
That's
especially.
talk about sweet and savory. That's like a perfect. That's like
the
that's
best, I
definitely
know.
my jam. So one thing is for sure, every single location packed at all times. So congratulations,
Thank
that's
you.
really is incredible.
you.
What is the biggest challenge in franchising a Cuban bakery? Is it teaching consistency, or is it making sure that cafecitos poured with love and espumita every single time, or both?
A little bit of both. We try to make sure that the training program that we have is the most important, because we want to make sure that people do things how we want them done.
The same across the board.
Yeah, so we have a Vicky University that once our onboarding staff leaves their stores, they can go back and refer to if they forget something, or if they need a little refresher, or if they get a new employee, and it takes them step by step on exactly how the things should be done. So most important is that, the consistency, and obviously the customer service, which is what we are famous for. Everybody, we want people to feel welcome, feel wanted. We want, like your mom, for other people to walk in and be known, and for our employees to know their names and to know what they want and what their favorite treat is. All
So
of
you
that.
wouldn't say there's a challenge. You think it's like pretty clear cut. Like we train you.
I think we've done
and-
a really good job of getting rid of the challenges. We've narrowed it down. We've gone
many
through so
years.
many things.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we've grown. We're big, but we've grown at a pace where we've been able to catch those things and to
True.
fix them so that we don't have to deal with that, long term.
Good. There's talk of aiming for 100 stores by 2030. When you hear that number, does it make you more excited or nervous?
Excited.
Yeah.
We've been seeing that picture for a really long time. We see the demand, we see the love for the brand, we see the need that people have in different neighborhoods. I mean, we get emails and DMs constantly. Come to Massachusetts, come to New York.
Right.
We need you in California. We need you in Colorado. I'm like, okay. I mean, people want it, people need it, and I think it's just exciting to think
You're
about.
at how many now?
We just opened number 30. 31
right.
should be open next week in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, for St. Lucie.
Mhm.
Okay. Total West. What's one memorable customer interaction that still makes you smile when you think about it, besides some of the ones you've already shared?
I mean, honestly, so many of our customers have so many beautiful stories. Just through the years, hearing that, you did my daughter's first birthday cake, or you did my baby shower cake, and now we're doing her wedding cake.
Right.
And we're doing the grandson's cakes, like things like that. The people that come in on the daily and just know us and love us, it feels good. It's just...
It's a lot of them.
Yeah,
A lot of the same.
definitely,
but good, but
definitely.
in the best of ways.
Oh, definitely.
Running a bakery sounds sweet, literally, but what is the not so glamorous part people don't see?
For me personally, the smell on
Yeah.
my hair
I
when I'm
know.
in there. I'm like, I just got a blowout.
I know. And probably
But
close
hey,
too. You're like,
yes, but hey, it's worth it. It's
Right.
worth it. The non-glamorous, but for me, it's not like I go in there, and if it's a moment where we're packed and we're behind on something,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I put my
Yeah.
gloves on and I grab a tray and I start filling pastelitos for the front and I take them out. I'll fry croquetas, whatever we need to do. And we've all grown up like that. Like I say grown up because I started in the
Yeah.
business when I was 23 years old.
Yeah.
My husband started as a child.
Right.
And all of our kids, all of my nieces and nephews, they can all do it.
Right.
They may not work in it right now, like
Right.
if they're still in school and all of that. But if they have to get in there and get dirty, they get dirty.
Yeah.
And they can do it. They all know how to make señoritas. They know how to.
favorite.
I know, mine too.
So good.
Mine too. But they know how to do it all. So it's maybe not so glamorous for other people, but for
Right.
us, it's just
Yeah, it's
part of
another
life.
day. Literally,
another day. Exactly.
Did you remember what is the wildest idea your family ever had for Vicky's that never made it past the kitchen?
I don't think we had one.
Nothing too crazy.
We've really been able to master anything that has come our way. Yeah. Like we have some new stuff coming soon, but when we do it, we just go through a process and we just get it done. We do a lot of tastings.
I saw a picture of we have a slideshow going on for those who are not watching this, but the slideshow has something with like calabaza. Is that for like now for the fall?
Oh my gosh, pumpkin y queso started today.
Okay. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So it's a taste of fall at Vicky's. Pumpkin y queso pastelitos, pumpkin iced café con leche, pumpkin hot café con leche.
So the timing of this episode is just right.
Yes. We're falling in love with pumpkin, everything pumpkin. We have a pumpkin flan cheesecake that's to die for. Mm-hmm. Our flan cheesecake is famous for being delicious and everything, but the pumpkin one, wow. It's a little twist of that fall, all those fall flavors. It's amazing. You got to try.
I have to. Yeah, I will. If you could collaborate with any chef or brand on a special pastry, who would you pick? I know you just did Impossible, so like something along those lines, or a chef, or
Well, my favorite personal chef's logo, Michelle Bernstein, and Chef Adrian. Would love to do something with them. Yeah.
I mean, like a short rib with Chef Adrian, and then
she's the
Michelle
best.
Bernstein. Well, she's half Argentinian, so maybe something.
Maybe, and she also has her paella de rabo. Have you seen that?
I haven't, but the arroz con pollo is
their arroz con pollo is really good too. I just love her.
Full of beer, so there you go.
That
could sound like Largo
definitely with our full bar concept.
She puts quilmes. I had messaged her once.
Oh,
I said,
funny.
what beer are you using in your arroz con pollo? And she said quilmes. So
quilmes, very good. It's a secret. I make
Heard
a really
it here
good
first.
arroz con pollo. I make a really good one. I'm gonna try it next time with that.
Okay, you should. I've always said I need to work at or own a bakery so that I can get tired and immune to the food. I don't care for candy or pastry type savory, and sweets are my jam, and I have zero self-control. Are you ever tired of the croquetas and pastelitos, or have you found a way not to tire of it?
We don't get tired.
You're like, no.
We even go out sometimes and end up coming back for dessert. I promise.
Yeah, like you're
out.
Oh yeah, en la casa hay comida, like literally for you.
Yes, we love it. We really love. It's also very important for us to try our stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that things are coming out the right way, and wow,
that's true.
It's so good.
That's a good point. At the end of the day, what do you hope people feel when they leave a Vicky Bakery?
Oh, we just want them to feel warm, want them to feel welcome, want to make sure they feel that family vibe, that Cuban tradition that we've all grown up on. We want to share even with people that are not Cuban, obviously. We want to give them that special touch, that special care that we're used to in a Cuban household. And I think that the Vicky brand has been able to do that for so many years, and we're so excited to continue to do that for many years to come and all over the country, God willing, very soon.
Yes. Tell me about some of the staple items, maybe new things that are now on the menu permanently.
Right, just like you mentioned before, like bringing in tequeños, bringing in pan de bono, there was a demand for food. So we created Vicky Platicos, where you can come in and get your bowl with rice, beans, and a protein, whether it's steak, chicken, lechon. We garnish it not with platanito maduro, but with dos pastelitos de guayaba.
Okay.
So it gives you a little bit of our, traditional item, but in this new innovative item, and it's doing great. It's Abuela's recipe, her black beans, which she's been famous for many years. So we, mastered that recipe, and now it's available at all locations. We also launched something called refresquitos, like a refresher. So you get your fresh squeezed lemonade with either guava or coconut. And one very Cuban favorite, the Violeta. It's like a lavender lemonade. You have to try it. It is really, really good. So yeah, those are new items that are going to be permanently on our menu, which is how we, evolve, and we try to keep those still the Cuban traditions and the recipes, but we have to grow and bring new things, because of the demand. So those are doing great.
That's amazing. I have to go try that.
Yes,
especially the bowls, like all the healthy,
yes.
Of course the pastelito part. But I did a wine testing this weekend, and the instructor says, he's very American. He's like, I'm getting violet in this.
Oh, my goodness.
And then he turns and he asks the class, are any of you familiar with the smell of violets? And all the Cubans are like,
oh, yeah.
We know.
I wore it every day of my life as a
From
child.
birth. Yeah, we know. The Cubans don't need to smell that. We know.
How
we get
funny.
it.
How funny.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Do you see expansion as more about spreading Cuban culture nationwide or more about giving Miami transplants a little taste of home wherever they land or are?
It's a little bit of both. Definitely, like I said, the demand for franchising came from people all over the country saying, I miss this. I grew up on Vicky. I need Vicky in my hometown now in Oklahoma or, like I mentioned, in California, Colorado. So, yeah, it's obviously bringing Miami to them, but also educating and being able to serve other communities and introducing them to this culture that we've created here that is so special.
It's true because I was going to D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Not recently, like a year ago. And last minute I was like, I was going to this specific restaurant and I wanted to take a gift for the chef from Miami. And I was at the airport and I was like, I couldn't find, I'm like, I need to take like a hojita with like pastelitos.
Yes.
I think
so many people travel with that.
Yeah. And I should have thought of it before, but I didn't. And then I was like, so I ended up getting something from, I don't know where, the airport, but it wasn't obviously the same.
Right,
like,
right.
But that's like something like you just see the name and you're like, you wanted it to be that. You wanted it to be red with the logo and, it had to be the authentic thing. But
next time. You won't forget next time.
Now, if Vicky did open its 100th location, what would you want the grand opening celebration to look like? And do you have any specific place, like ideal, like that would be like Vicky's Napa?
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to that opening.
Wine country and Vicky can't get any better than that.
That would be I'm projecting my personal preferences
That's
there.
awesome. I mean, ideally, I think, or in my eyes, I think it would be a brand-wide celebration. At obviously the 100th store we're celebrating, but celebrate at every single store and let every single neighborhood that has, they're blessed to have a Vicky there, but let them celebrate that big milestone with us. So even if you're in Hialeah, whether you're in Hialeah and let's say the 100th store is in Napa Valley, not just let Napa Valley be the ones to celebrate. Right. Let's celebrate brand-wide, make it something big. Let's bring Pitbull to Napa to celebrate with us. I gotta get Priscilla out there, a friend of ours.
Pace.
Yes, let's go, girl. So we bring Pitbull out to Napa and he celebrates, but we go brand-wide and we celebrate with everyone.
I just saw, side note, high school reunion for, I think, Palmetto. Mm-hmm. They have, like, Trina.
Oh, and I know. And what happened to us?
I know, and I'm thinking, and we have, like, a party in, like, the gym, wherever it is. I'm like, that's what we have. We don't get Trina? Like, that would be epic for ours. I'm like, what is happening for our reunion?
So funny. I haven't checked with Sergio. We have to check.
I have the flyer. It's Trina and some other like rapper.
Screenshot and send it to him.
I am like from someone from that our era. I'm like, what's happening? Okay, and then dream location for the 100th.
Oh wow, I haven't even thought about that. But
Vicky Paris. Vicky.
That would be spectacular, right at the Eiffel Tower, like with the views of the Eiffel Tower.
Let's manifest it. Say whichever.
Let's do it. Vicky Paris. That sounds awesome.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to that one too.
Okay. We'll be there together.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Amy, this was such a treat. I'm so happy we were connected. Thanks for giving us a peek into your heart and sweet tooth at Vicky Bakery. And thank you, the listener and viewer, for tuning in today. Remember, if you listen on Apple Podcast, you can subscribe to be updated on every episode, and please leave a review. It takes seconds. The episodes are also now available on YouTube, where you can also subscribe and watch our guests in action. That's it for today. Until next time, keep those wine glasses full, y'all. Cheers and cafecito.
Thank you. Yes, cafecito. Thank you so much, Brenda.
Thank